So everybody, it's the mighty Surly Troll, which is doing sterling work on a ride in Dorset, which I mapped 15 years ago, but never got to ride. And in the modern advances that we have now, I've loaded that onto my GPS, as you can see there, and I'm just following the route now, which is great because it means I don't have to stop and check the map all the time. But I've just turned onto Hell Lane, which gives you some indication of what's about to come. It's only a 15-mile ride this, but I know I'm going to be tired when I get back. Okay, take care. Catch you later. Mighty Surly Troll. Welcome to Hell Lane. This is a lane. This is a Dorset road. This ride is awesome. This is road riding the way it should be. Now you won't find that at a Welsh trail centre. It's a Saturday morning. It's a beautiful spring morning. I haven't been past a single person. Every corner has something new and interesting around it. And this is technically a lane. In theory, you could drive down this, but I'd like to see a pimped up course to get down here. Actually, to be fair, these days it's probably restricted byway, so all you 4x4ers out there, don't get any fucking ideas. This is my route. Me, horses and walkers. You four-wheel drive, stay away. Lovely. So this is still on Hell Lane, and come to this lovely sort of like hollow way with a very soft sort of rock, mud rock, which has caused a lot of people to think, oh, carve their names in here. The best one I've seen so far is this one, Red Plum. Was here. Thinks people are right. Bonkers. Onwards. Carrying on up Hell Lane. So this is the view from the top of Hell Lane, just through those trees. You can see the seaside, or see the sea. Down in the valley there is Chidiock. That hill there, I believe from here, is Golden Cap Cliff, which is a high point for this area. I think it's around about 200 metres, but don't quote me on that. It might be just under that, I'm not sure. I'd have to check the map. But the thing with here is that none of the hills are very big, but boy are they steep. Just like we're almost on the Devon border. You've got Devon is very famous for its very steep hills. Well, Dorset's the same. It probably lessens as you get further east, but we're in the west of Dorset, and it's very steep. Yeah, what a beautiful day. It's the 20th of April 2013. As I say, oh, excuse me, I'm on the Surly, my Surly Troll, drop handlebar, mountain bike, tourer slash everything bike really. It's got cable discs on it, mated up with the drop bars. It's got Schwalbe Hurricane tyres, which are a semi-slick. You can just see the tread there, but they are performing. They're performing brilliantly. on this ride. There's quite a bit of mud about, but underneath is like hard track. They bite down in the mud on the side knobbles. On the hard track and on the roads they're really fast, so I'd highly recommend them tyres. It's the first time I've had them properly off-road really. So there you go, top review, Schwalbe Hurricanes, well worth the money. So I've just come along following this tree line along here. I think originally the path would have actually run in this, through this hedge, but it's blocked off at the far end. Maybe the council didn't have the money to keep it open, because it's largely blackthorn thicket, so blackthorn and hawthorn, so I think it grows pretty quick. There's a lot of bramble in there. It's obviously not used very much, but it's been diverted now to run around these farmers' fields, which are very hard work to ride over, because it's very tusky grass, and yeah, grass is hard work. It's always harder than you think it's going to be, but we've survived that bit. Moving on. So there's another fine view of the Dorset interior, Dorset hillside. There's a couple of things I've learned from this journey. Firstly is that lanes in Dorset are great fun to ride on lanes, tracks. The hills are savage, as I've said, so if you don't like hill climbing, don't bother coming. They're short, but they are very, very steep. If you enjoy a challenge, that's good. The bridleways in Dorset, though, Dorset Council, are obviously bloody atrocious at looking after bridleways. They I've had a couple of times where, on the other video I showed, the other little clip I showed, you know, the bridleway should run through the centre of this ancient hedgerow, but they just let it grow into each other and they divert you through a farmer's field, which is not great. It's hard work. You've got a lot more gates to deal with. The gates, because they're farmers' fields, they tend to be slightly dilapidated, because the farmer's doing you a favour by letting you across his land anyway, in that case, because it's a permissive path, it's not a right of way. So they don't have less, they have less inclination to keep it good. And then typically bridleways seem to, they get to a gate and you can get through the gate, but then where the bridleway actually goes is so overgrown that you end up diverting around field edges, and that's a real pain in the arse. So Dorset Council, you are crap at maintaining your bridleways and your public rights of way, your bridleways and your footpaths. So I don't know what you're doing with the money you get from the taxes to look after that, or from the government. I don't know what you're doing with the money, but I don't know, maybe employ slightly less people in the office and employ a few more people out doing the work. That could just be a policy. Cut through the red tape and just get on with it. But there we go. That's a mini rant. Bike is coping well still. We're nearly done now. We're just out above. You can't see from here, but we're not far from Catherston, Lewiston, and that's all good. Getting hungry, getting tired, but it's still a beautiful spring day, so I'm enjoying it. It's good. Just sort yourself out, council. It's the same for every council, you're not the only one, but yeah, just deal with it.